We've come a long way, baby. As we celebrate Black History Month, let's take a look at some quotes by prominent Black vegans and revisit some featured on this show.
don't have a right to anybody else's bodies but our own. Like, we all believe our body, our choice, but we don't expend that same compassion to animals at all. And I want to encourage other people to think about why.
I'm here with the badass vegan.
How you doing?
You have a film that just came out.
The film is called They're Trying to Kill Us. It's based off of food justice and social justice through the lens of hip-hop. Very graced to have over 90 interviews in the film. Executive produced by Chris Paul and Billie Eilish.
The alcohol industry, fast food industry, tobacco industries target communities of color.
Your health is not their main priority. They're trying to keep you sick.
We are in a state of emergency when it comes to our health.
Keeping people sick is very lucrative.
Now you want pills. Now you want dialysis. Now you want medicine. You going to the hospital on a regular to see your doctor.
As long as they can make that dollar, they don't care if you live or die.
It's something about being here that's making black people sick.
We're fed wrong knowledge, decided over wrong food.
It's about money over people's health.
If you can control a population's access to food, you can control the person.
Only about 8% of African Americans even live in communities that have a grocery store in them.
Because the deep root problem is the food.
Because poor diets kill more brothers than pistols. You know, we fighting for our lives. That's like Michael Vick's pit bulls.
As black men, we're dying off so quickly in so many ways.
It's here, pocketed in our community.
They don't want a healthy population.
That is injustice, plain and simple.
The powers that be that are making that money at the top, they trying to kill us.
So we're outside Greedy Kitchen in Bed-Stuy, and I will speak with Letitia, the owner of Greedy Vegan and Greedy Kitchen, who's collaborating with Beyond Meat to give the neighborhood Beyond Burgers.
Giving back is essential, and in this moment in time, I choose to stand up for my community and do whatever, however I can, until it becomes impossible, which that hopefully will never be the case.
Got mine.
I'm smiling behind this.
I was in foster care. Me and my sister at a young age. We were taken in by my now adopted mom. I was 8. I just turned 8, and my sister was like 10. We were with her. About 5 years later, she adopted us. She asked if she could adopt us, and we said yeah. You know, I was like any other kid running the streets, doing dumb stuff. Got locked up. But when I got out, I wanted to do more with my life. Started cooking for friends. Always been into cooking, so I got a scholarship, a 4-year scholarship at the Culinary Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale, and I didn't take it because I was scared. And also there was fees that you had to pay, and at that time I didn't have the money, so I was like, eh. And I started doing other things. Got a bunch of like tattoos and running the streets, and I realized I wanted to go into cooking again. When I tried to get into cooking, I was getting shut down because I didn't have experience, and then, you know, my tattoos. So, you know, I never lost hope with it. I kept going. I finally got into cooking. I finally got into a spot as a dishwasher. So I started as a dish, and then he eventually made me a prep cook. And then from there, I learned how to do certain dishes, and I learned how to prep certain things. Then he brought me on the line, and I wanted more. I wanted to do more, experience more. So I took that on and went to different restaurants and started learning different foods and, cultures, Indian cuisine and French and Vietnamese, all that good stuff. So, but growing up, it was weird because, you know, when you're in the foster care in the system and stuff, you always feel like you're not worth enough. So when you get older and then you feel like you have it, but no one wants to hire you, you start feeling like, damn, I'm not worth it anymore. And then dealing with like mental illness, and I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder when I was at first 16 and then again at 23. So I had all these challenges ahead of me with having mental illness and, you know, being in the foster care system and not putting my best foot forward when I had every chance to, because my adopted mom, she raised us right. I just was like, I guess with growing up, every kid, has their challenges and do dumb stuff, but I took mine to the extreme most of the time. So I've been in the vegan world, I guess, for 6 years now. When this was Champs, something happened with the owner, so we had to shut down. We had to shut down like in 5 days. And I was already talking to a really good friend of mine, my business partner, about opening up a restaurant. And when we heard this place was closing, I automatically hit him up and like, I need you to get this for me. And he said, yeah. He's a risk taker, so am I, and we just did it, so.
Ro's partner is Andrew Gellis, founder and CEO of Substance Skate Park, a collective of skateboarders whose aim is protecting the planet, and they donate a percentage of proceeds to forest and ocean conservation. While working hard to put the final touches on the menu and space, Ro received the alarming news that her mother was in stage 4 cancer, with just a few months to live. She found the wherewithal to keep the diner's grand opening date and celebrated her accomplishment with friends and staff, only to be met with her mother's untimely death a few days later.
April 2nd, the day before my birthday, she had passed away. And it sucks because I kind of feel like I did half of it kind of for her. But growing up again when I was being a rebel, I felt like I was the one not making my mom proud because I was always bad and causing her all the stress. So we used to always joke around about me being a cook or me, doing more of my life and being a chef. And then finally when it happened, it's kind of like, then she kind of left before I could even tell her. If it wasn't for everybody who had my back, I don't think I would even be able to do this, but it's one of those, it's like one of those things where it's like you can't really give up, because then where would I end up? So mentally I had to like push a lot of stuff back and find a way to get around it to make sure it works out for everybody here.
What do you want people to know about Rose?
We believe in good energy, hugs, love, laughs. Come in as you are. Do not change. And you get treated fairly here, no matter what. Pretty much forget what everybody else has to say about you. People are going to judge you no matter what. They're going to always think different of you, no matter what choice you make, what decision you make. There's always going to be people who's against you or with you. The people who are with you, stand by them very closely. Realize who's loyal, realize who's not, and keep going. I would never tell anybody to stop or to not believe in their dreams, because at one point I didn't think I would even have any dreams or anything. But I feel like with the right people that push and that the right energy, you have to be a certain way for others. You can't always be like evil or upset with the world. Even if the world shuts you out, you still just come with a smile. And a lot of people say that to me, like, I don't know why you still smiling after everything, but it's like, why not? I struggle too much to not smile, so it's cool. So that's what I tell them. Just be yourself. Don't worry about anybody else. Just do you. So even when you're broke. That's it.
Giving out organic, free cherry tomato and kale seeds. Teaching people how to grow food. It's the first certified USDA organic hip-hop album. So the goal is to be able to sequester carbon, create those green jobs, talk about how hip-hop is a platform to be able to talk about sustainability, holistic health, same time addressing those issues of sequestering the carbon. So, making hip-hop as a platform to be able to do it. New album is called Concrete Garden. The physical version is something that you plant. and that comes in organic tri-colored cherry tomatoes. So that's what it's like. You know what it is. For me, I've been vegan for like 25 years. You know, organizing out of Colorado, keeping it plant-based. They say if you can't eat it raw, don't eat it at all. My style is just keeping it in the garden, see me in the produce section, and that's how I get down. So I've been starting off, you know, first was an educator, working in a farmer's market, getting youth involved. Now it turned into like really creating farms, creating the urban farmers through music and culture, using hip-hop as a platform.
You're here under the heat providing clean meals from Brooklyn to people in Manhattan. And you are a long-time vegan.
Definitely, most definitely. I've been a vegan for over 25 years. I consider myself a Rastafarian, and Rastafarian culture, we do not actually kill to eat. I was working a lot of juice bars for the years, and they was taking shortcuts of it, you know, and that actually didn't actually sit well with me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was actually doing it for the money and not for the love of the food, you know?
I'm the same way. I love honesty, earnestness, and caring for each other, right? If you're skimming and trying to, you know, pull the wool over people's eyes, it's not caring for each other or the planet. Is this a Rastafarian thing, or it's just you?
Well, I think it's me, plus I'm a Rastafarian, so basically it goes hands in hands, you know? Fairness is always the culture. I was born in Antigua, so the food is inspired from my hometown. So basically what we have today is basically rice and peas cooked in basmati rice. We have a curry chickpeas, brown stew chicken with mushrooms. We have fried plantains, our famous jerk tacos, and the classic #1 vegan fried chicken sandwich. I do pop-ups, I do catering, I do meal deliveries, straight to your house, fresh food every day.
I will be calling you.
Yes, thank you, please do.
It's a twist between Trinidadian and Mexican kind of vibe that I actually wanted to bring to people. So I didn't really want to go full Mexican, so I decided to make my own shells. So my shell is vegan based. It's not an, people think it's a wonton, but it's not a wonton. It's actually a cross between an eggless lasagna and an eggless egg roll. So that's why it's so big.
I love, you know, I grew up in a kitchen, so around chefs. So I love innovative cuisine like this. It's amazing. Now, you're not vegan, but what involved you in making plant vegan food?
I have a thing for plant food. I'm really good when it comes to like spices and textures and stuff. So I had this niche for like playing around with plants. So yes.
Obviously you have a talent for it. You got the knack.
So right now I'm doing a deconstruction of a curry chicken taco. And I'm doing a deconstruction of a bake and shack taco. So this is from my country, Trinidad and Tobago. So it's a deconstruction of our fried bake, and it comes with actual shack in it. But instead of shack, I'm using tofu. So it's a spicy tofu with a batter I created, and fillings and sauces.
All right, here we go. Amazing. Wow. You're a real estate company. How far away do you think we are from having vegan homes?
You know, I think actually we were just joking about it, but it's sort of the next logical step, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, we have green certifications already for our agents, and you know, because we have clientele, much like this community that's here. You know, they're very conscious of how that home is built. So yeah, I think we're close, really close.
Yeah. We'll start it.
Yes, yes. You heard it here first. Come and get your dish. Before I steal it.
I grew up vegan. I've been vegan all my life for 41 years. My parents raised me vegan. So this is all I know. I've never had any meat, any animal products, nothing. So I created Zoe's Vegan Delight because I wanted people to taste a little bit of what I grew up eating and then just have more options. So we have this amazing kale salad. I make my own dressing. It's like an Asian flavor, so you get that kick, that ginger, a little garlic, a little vinegar in there. And we make our collard greens, fresh collard greens with tomatoes, onions in it, a little hot sauce, vinegar. I ain't telling all my secrets on this camera, just so you know. Just so you know.
You gotta come to it. Now let me try this and show. Yeah. Let's tease these people who didn't get to be here today.
Definitely.
And your phone's gonna be ringing to come down to New York. All right,
yes.
so here's the salad that she just described.
This is the kale salad.
Oh my God, Zoe. I didn't even bite it. You saw that. It just landed on my taste buds. Oh, wow.
Yes.
And the collard greens.
The collard greens, fresh made, cut, clean, all that stuff with no animal products, no meat, none of that.
This is magic. This is
Yes.
magic.
And the falafels we make, so they not store-bought. None of that. We make the mix from chickpeas, cilantro, parsley, and seasonings.
I'm gonna put this entire.
You know. You are so funny.
I think that's the best falafel I've ever tasted. I swear to you.
Thank you.
You've written 2 books about veganism for young people, Kayla the Vegan and Liberation Summer. You're an activist, a poet, and you write vegan poems or poems that are themed towards consciousness for animals.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I created a group called Voice for Change, and our advocacy is done through our performing arts, poetry, song, dance, music, all different types of performing arts, just to convey that message, to get that awareness and that about animals. And not only animals, but our environment, our planet, because it all intertwines. You know, in order to take care of one correctly, we have to take care of all. We have to make sure that the animals are not being exploited. We have to take care of Earth's natural resources.
And you have a poem of yours to share with us?
I do, yeah. It's untitled, but it touches on the intersection between factory farming and how we treat animals, and how it affects our planet, and who benefits from it, and and if we don't stop, it's going to be a detriment to us all. There will come a time in history when man will have to look back at his transgressions against nature with shame for what he has allowed to transpire here on earth for his own short-term happiness. He will have to acknowledge and take accountability for the countless lives he has allowed to prematurely expire in his inquisitive endeavors. The oceans he has ravaged, the earth he has scorched, and the air he has left defiled comes at a heavy cost. Our beautiful planet and all of its inhabitants have felt the detrimental impact of man's conquest. The wombs of mother cows monetized and the plight of mother hens minimized, all while the oceans are being emptied to fill the bank accounts of billionaires that prioritize accumulated wealth over animal welfare. How desensitized have we become that we not bat an eye at the sight of suffering? The cries of calves get lost into the night sky, and all is forgotten once they touch our taste palate. And our bellies are filled with the remnants of precious babies that fell victims to man's predatory practices. Property has taken precedence over personhood. Animals in need of protection are instead given new and colorful attributes, while advertisements using all the bells and whistles made available through corporate greenwashing are used as smokescreens to distract us from the Amazons being set ablaze and the ocean's occupancy dropping to the near point of vacancy. Debauchery and decadence has been normalized and accepted through subliminal indoctrination, and our comfortability in chaos has enabled man's tyrannical reign. Rain. With rain comes change, and is always quiet before the storm. The seeds of discontent have been planted in the fertile part of what's left of the rotten soil, and that storm's rain will penetrate the earth to cultivate the humble beginnings of a new world. Karma will sprout its way through the murky darkness and upwards towards the heavens and present itself in unapologetic full bloom. This unsustainable system that man has created for his short-term happiness has a shelf life. Mother Nature will come to reclaim her earthly remains in all of her matriarchal prowess, and hell hath no fury like a mother scorned. Vengeance is mine, said Nature. She will come to shake the very foundation upon which man's lofty throne sits and reduce it to rubble. Man's greed-fueled empire will sink into the oceans and become a cuisine for crustaceans. All debts will be settled once the seas are replenished. Endangered mammals once again become fruitful and multiply, and the rain beats against the soil and bears life-giving properties to the most peaceful of inhabitants. Only then we shall understand what money lacks in nutritional density, Mother Nature more than compensates for in collective liberation.
I'm so moved. I can't even speak. Thank you so much. I look forward to featuring more on forthcoming episodes of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle to dispel stereotypes of what vegan looks like and make vegan living accessible to people of all walks of life. For more on vegan living, tune into forthcoming episodes of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle on MNN, Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. bi-weekly, and on BronxNet, first Thursdays of the month at 7 p.m. Watch Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle to live your best vegan life. Subscribe to the Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle YouTube channel to catch up on all episodes, and follow on social media for exclusives and to find out what's airing next. Follow and shop on Amazon Live and the curated LVL Amazon storefront. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button to help me keep this show going. And if you enjoyed this episode, like and share it, because it really does help support me making the show, which helps people go vegan and stay vegan. Tap on notifications to be the first to know when a new episode or content drops. Level up with LVL and live your best vegan life. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, your show for compassionate living without sacrifice. I'm Lucia, I'm vegan, and this is my lifestyle.